What's up, Facebook? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. What's up, guys? What is up? What is up? What is up? Get this desk organized. All right. Perfect. So we're going to give this a minute. Let's get some people jumping on here. And I'm excited about today. What is up? What is up? How is everybody? Hello, Sheila. How are you, hun? Perfect. Getting some people jumping on. What's up, Ryan? How are you, sir? What is up, guys? What is up? Happy Friday. What's up, Matt? Hello, hello. If you guys are joining in, drop me some likes, drop me some love, share this video with your team, and definitely comment where you guys are viewing from. I always like to know where everyone is viewing from. What we're going to be doing on this, I've been getting lots of questions in my inbox. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just kind of opening up the door, question and answer about attraction marketing, social media, boosting interaction, whatever it possibly is, whatever you have a question about, I want you guys to drop it in the comments, and I'm basically just going to go through and I'm going to answer and knock some questions out. Very, very simple. Whether it's leadership development, business development, attraction marketing, branding, algorithms, boosting interaction, boosting visibility, whatever it possibly is, throw your questions out there, guys, and I'm basically just going to answer them for you. Keep it very, very simple, very easy, because again, my inbox kind of gets blown up, and I don't feel like I ever get to every single person that I possibly should be. So, again, if you guys are just joining, drop me some likes, drop me some loves. I definitely appreciate it. And I'm just kind of opening it up to you guys. So when you guys have a question, just drop it out there. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of what we're going to be doing today. Again, my inbox kind of gets flooded right now with messages about attraction marketing and how to be effective with reaching out to people on social media, how to grow their network. Hey, Angie, how are you? I get all kinds of people that are just reaching out, and they just in general, they just want to know, like, dude, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do this? Whatever it possibly is, I just basically want you guys to drop it in the comments, ask me, and you can ask any question. I will definitely am here to answer it for you. I know there's lots of social media questions out there, lots of branding questions. I try to do my best with answering everything I possibly can. So, what's up, Scotty boy? Did I see my little sister on here? Hello, hello. Yes, I did. But yeah, I mean, it's just very, very simple. What's up, Kim? How are you? So yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions at all about attraction marketing, about your network marketing in general, about social media, about building interaction, about boosting visibility, about getting more likes, more shares, more comments, how to engage, how to grow your network, whatever it possibly is, I want you guys to throw those comments out there just drop me a comment, and I'm basically just going to go in and I'm going to start answering questions. Very, very simple. Hey, Nikki, how are you, hun? And yeah, I mean, that's just basically how we're going to do it. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So we're starting to get some questions rolling in. Again, guys, if you guys have any questions, I want you guys to throw them out there. I'm just going to basically go through and I'm going to hammer them down. Social media is my thing, understanding algorithms, understanding visibility. I pride myself on attraction marketing and branding. Happy Friday, guys. Hello, hello. So I'm going to go ahead and start here. How long do you interact in groups before you consider them warm marketing? Jeremiah, that all depends. So groups are very, very effective. Groups are awesome. They're very, very effective, especially on relationship building, because when you're in a group, okay, the purpose, now I'm going off of what I do. I am in several groups, network marketing groups. I'm in Pokemon Go groups because I did play, but I don't really interact in those as much anymore because I have been very, very business focused. But I'm in a couple weightlifting groups. I'm in a New Orleans Saints fan club. I've been a couple of local Tampa hospitality groups because of my background in bartending, and I'm actually in a medical group. But I just interact. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I try to add valuable content to the group, and what I've found is in turn, by adding value to that group, what you'll find is you're going to build genuine relationships. Now, when you build genuine relationships, you'll have these people reaching out to you. You will have people reaching out to you, and you will have people that are really kind of interacting and engaging in your post. They're interacting with your group. And you'll find that you'll start developing followers, you'll get massive amounts of friendships, and you'll really, really start getting people that will start adding and coming to you. Now, the right time of when to, I want to do interacting groups before you consider them a warm market. Now, this is my thing too. You really need to be specific on groups. Some groups will allow you to post links. Some groups will allow you to post stuff as far as with whatever it may possibly be, as far as touching base with your business. I do not personally post anything in the groups that is going to get me kicked out of the group. So you really, really need to make sure you read the thread rules. But if they're in my inbox and they're talking, you need to be looking for cues. You need to be looking for keywords to be able to offer them the opportunity. All right, and that's kind of key to it. But as a whole, find groups that you're generally interested in and really add value to the group, and you'll find that that's the best way to really kind of grow your warm market. How to engage properly? That's kind of an open question, Sheila. If you elaborate on that, I'll definitely make sure. I'm not sure what you mean by how to engage. If you mean engage in potentials, that I'm not exactly. I mean, there's a lot. I can think of like 10 different things right now that you might mean for engagement. Hello, guys, and if you guys are just joining, drop me some likes, some love, share this with your team. I definitely appreciate it. But Sheila, drop your comment, drop your question in the bottom, and I will definitely. You might have. I want to make sure. No, I didn't see it. So yeah, just drop me your question and kind of rephrase it a little bit better, and I'll make sure that I definitely answer it. What's the best way to attract people to becoming a DT instead of an LC? Okay. So for you guys that are on here that you're not familiar with distributor or LC, basically DTs are distributors, LCs are loyal customers, so to speak. So this can go for any business that's out there, especially network marketing. If you're somebody, I'm going to give you two things. One, if you are someone that is attracting more loyal customers, okay? First off, loyal customers or any kind of a customer is always going to make the best distributor in your business. Why? Because if you're selling them a product and they actually appreciate the product, they're going to be open to joining the business at some point. So I feel that loyal customers always make the best distributors. That's for sure. And one of the key things that I will do is if I've got loyal customers and I'm talking to them, something very, very strategic that right whenever, because I'm real big on getting their credit card information, putting their information in myself, right before I actually will input and process their payment, I will say something just as simple as, hey, I got a question for you. It would be very, very selfish of me not to offer you the business opportunity because of what it's done for me and my family. Have you ever been interested in maybe getting your product for free and actually being able to make an extra income? And that works wonders. Don't ever be afraid. I mean, some people don't even realize that that's even an option. That's an opportunity that's out there. So that's one thing that I would definitely suggest. And lots of lifestyle posts and talk about what the business is doing for you, what it's doing for your family. Even if you're a brand new distributor, the business hasn't done much for you, talk about what it's going to do. Share stories. Very, very big. People relate to stories very well, especially the stories of the successful people that have had struggle and that have endured it. Do you ever get rid of people that you have followed up numerous times? Depends on two things. One, I will get rid of people that I followed up with that do not answer me back. So if I followed up with you, if you showed interest at some point and maybe the timing's not right, the product, I've messaged you 2 or 3 times and it's just you're not responding to me. I may give it some more time, but what I'll do is I'll get on your page, I'll like, comment, interact on your page and get you seeing me, and then I'll send you another message. If they still don't, and I have room on my friends list, and they're liking my content still, I'll leave them. If I don't ever see them liking my content, if you're not liking my comment, I'm following up with you, and you're going ghost, you're ignoring me, I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of get kind of savage with that. I'd be like, hey, bro, listen, dude, especially if I know you. Hey, man, listen, all due respect, you showed some interest. Now all of a sudden you're going stale. At least have the decency to tell me you're not interested. Because if I was walking through the grocery store and I was to see you, or if we were out at the same bar, would you just completely ignore me and not say hello to me, or would you would you be a douchebag and just keep on sitting there and act like I don't exist? And that'll get people to respond. So sometimes you got to kind of be real with them. Like, it's not about, that, and that's just kind of how I do it. But sometimes people just generally, they put their phone down, they don't see it. But follow up with people a couple of times. And if you're sending them a message, you get to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and they're not responding anytime, they're not interacting on your stuff, boom, you got to boot them. Make room for people on your friends list that are actually engaging. And you should always also, too, they should have the decency to tell you, hey, no, it's not right now. No, not right now. Right now is not good, No, hey, whatever, from this time, whenever. From where to start and what to do firstly. When you start networking on Facebook, network marketing. You need to be growing your relationships. You need to be building your following. You need to be building your network. You need to be building relationships. You need to avoid copy and paste. You need to understand the compensation plan of your business. And you do not need to be sending out these spammy copy and paste messages. That does not go anywhere. That will actually get you banned. that will also get people. People on social media, they talk. They all talk. We all know it. Everybody talks, especially your network. This is the way network marketing works. Your network on social media, it's all people that are all entwined. There are thousands of networks all over the place. There's like a network here. All those people are connected. So whenever you're talking, people, I don't know how many times I've been talking to people, and I've been to other network marketers, and I'm like, man, do you know this person? Like, I can't believe they would say this. And they're like, yeah, that idiot. They sent me the same stupid link. They're trying to do the same thing. Focus on building relationships. Find a couple of mentors in your business that are really, really keyed on what you want and what you're good at. And find someone that you really relate to, that you agree with their style and you mesh with them very, very much so. And just continue to do what they do and watch them. Don't listen to advice from 100 different people, because when you start taking in advice from 100 different people and it's conflicting information, what happens is you get kind of scatterbrained. And you got to, the business is keep simple. You want to keep your business simple, very, very easy. Keep it simple, keep going. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the keys that I do. Really focus on growing your network. Your network is your net worth. I will tell you that. And eliminate negative people. If you have not watched The Secret, that's actually one of our training tools. We do not start training and mentoring our team unless you have watched The Secret. Law of attraction is huge in network marketing, and learn to love self-development. I will definitely tell you that. Paul, I do not do MCA. I do It Works Global, as well as I buy and resell Jordans. And I personal train as well, and I'll do online coaching. But I do It Works Global. I am a diamond leader with the company. MCA, I have a lot of friends that do MCA. I actually have a couple of people on our team that do MCA. But I don't like the OSP. I don't like lead generators. I don't do capture pages. I don't do Facebook ads or anything like that. And I know MCA requires you to purchase some of those lead generators and OSPs and click funnels, and that stuff's unnecessary. Build an organic following. And focus on branding yourself, and I promise you will never need any of that stuff. MCA is definitely a great program, though, guys. It's very, very similar to AAA, but I think the perks are a little bit better myself. Crystal, hey Johnny, I'm at a bonfire tonight. Watching this later, though. Oh no, well, you got to drive me some questions. Deanna, attaboy Dustin, hey Johnny, what's up, Scotty boy? Attracting customers. So attracting customers. The key to attracting customers is you have to be a product of the product. Now, Matt, this is answering your question. You want to know the key to attracting customers and getting customers to buy your product? Use your product. If you don't believe in your product, guess what? Other people aren't going to believe in your product. If you're selling a service, use the service. Talk about how the service has helped you, how it's benefited you, how it's helped your family, how it's helped your best friend or your sister or your brother. Talk about stories about how the service helps. So talking about how Paul does MCA. Talk about how you got stranded out in the middle of nowhere, and thank God you had your MCA, because if you didn't have it, guess what? You'd be screwed right now, because you'd have to be pulling your car, towing that bad boy through the desert or something. I don't know. But you got to be a product of the product. That is the key to being successful in any kind of a business. If you're not sold on your own product, I'm going to tell you what, I'm not sold on your product. It's very, very simple. If you are selling something that is results-based, show me your results. Do before and after pictures. Really, really get out there and put yourself out there. If you're selling weight loss products, hell, go on your own weight loss journey. I don't care how skinny you are. Show the products. Show how they work. Show what they do. If you're selling Forex, if Forex is your thing, let me see your results. I see a lot of those, they show the numbers and whatnot. I want to see your results, though. Don't show me numbers from some dude that is some guru in your company that's making hundreds of millions of dollars with the company. I don't want to see his stuff. I want to see yours. I want to see be a product of the product, and I promise you it'll work. Not only that, it'll brand you for what you're doing. It builds credibility, and it shows that you use the product. Very, very, very crucial. Thank you, Deanna. I appreciate it. Hope you're having an awesome day. Felicia, awesome. How do you motivate DTs that are not working? I don't. You don't motivate anybody. If their bank account, if they're broke and their bank account doesn't motivate them, I'm going to tell you right now, there is nothing that's going to motivate them. You cannot motivate anybody. Guys, if you're watching this video, let me tell you, you cannot motivate anybody. And if you guys are appreciating my content, I want to see you guys drop an emoji for me. I definitely appreciate that. and likes and some loves, and share this with this video with your team. I appreciate it. But Nikki, you cannot motivate anybody that is not working. You can't do it. You can't beat a dead horse. You can't lead somebody to water. You can't make them drink. You can set somebody up with perfection. Do everything you possibly need to make them perfect and set them up full. But they have to want it. They have to have a why. They've got to know why they're doing it. They got to have that desire, and they've got to want to succeed. If they don't want to succeed, if they don't want to better themselves, you can't do it for them. You cannot motivate anybody in any business. You can inspire people. Leaders inspire. Okay, but you can't motivate anybody. You can give them all the tools to be successful, and they will never be successful if they don't want it for themselves. Very, very plain and simple. What is the best thing for leaders to do to pour into their teams? Develop yourself as a leader. When you develop yourself as a leader, you'll inspire your team. A leader pours into their team, but let's see, because that's very, very vague, or very, very general, I should say. Strong leaders, okay, leaders are going to inspire people by their actions. They're going to inspire people by their results. A leader, you should constantly, okay, and guys, let me tell you this. There's a difference between self-development. There's a difference between leadership development. There's a difference between public speaking development. There's a difference between social media development, algorithm development. There's all these different developments that are out there. Tony Robbins is different than Grant Cardone, who's different than Les Brown, who's different. They're all different, okay? Everyone's got a different purpose. They're all different from John Maxwell. They're all different from maybe an ambassador or a presidential or triple diamond in our company. Everybody is different. You know, if you're doing World Ventures, you may have this person, this executive director that's completely different than this international director. If you're doing, you know, I'm just trying to think of some different terms out there. Everybody has a different way of doing it. All right. So the best way that you can pour into your team is you've got to lead by example. That's how you pour into your team. You show them your results. You show them what you're doing with the business, and you lead by example. If this is how I always like to say it, if you're not signing customers, you can't expect your distributors to sign customers. If you're not signing distributors, you can't expect your distributors to sign distributors. You've got to lead by example. And you've got to constantly be pouring into yourself. And once you pour into yourself as a leader and you develop those leadership skills, and guys, if you're not doing daily self-development, you're not developing yourself. You should be pouring into yourself daily, and then what you should do is you should just be reiterating what you've already heard. That's what I do. That's what I do for you guys. I pour into myself daily. I read. Natalie's like, man, you read a lot. Like, I take notes on everything I read. It doesn't matter. I don't care if I'm reading the Bible. I don't care if I'm reading self-development, if I'm reading leadership or business, whatever it is. I got a notebook there, and I'm writing down notes. I'm always writing down notes. Always. If I'm listening to an audiobook and I don't have something to write, I'm taking notes down in my phone while I'm listening. If I'm driving in the car listening to Joel Osteen, you know, he's a very, very inspirational guy. He says some good quality information. I will pull over onto the side of the road, and I will literally pull my phone out and take notes and because it's that important. And then all I'm going to do is relay the information of what I've heard. When you do that, you're giving a variety, you're giving quality, and you're giving value. You want to focus on value, and that's how you're going to really start to develop leaders. Guys, remember, leaders attract leaders. They don't attract managers. Managers, okay? They attract employees. We don't want employees. In network marketing, we want leaders. Leaders attract followers. Yes, they do. But leaders attract leaders, okay? And when you understand that, if you feel like you're not attracting the right types of leaders to your organization, you need to focus on yourself and become a better leader. Very, very first law of John Maxwell's 21 Laws of Leadership, leader of the lid, or the law of the lid. Your company and your organization, I'm not talking about your organization as a whole, your organization, your direct downline is only going to grow as high as your leadership skills can actually handle it. So learn to develop yourself as a leader, increase yourself. And this is the great thing, guys, leaders can be developed. 90% of leaders are developed. They're developed. They have to be mentored. Everybody needs to be mentored on some aspect. Nobody comes out of the womb going, hey, guess what? I'm going to go and I'm going to build a Microsoft today. It doesn't happen. You pour into yourself, and that's how you build a Microsoft. Olaf from Fort Myers. Hey, Kelly, I can't wait for Sunday. It's going to be so exciting. We're definitely excited to see you guys. Real value. Okay, I'm going to kind of look back on what you said there, Sheila. You said... How to engage properly with real value. Okay, and I'm gonna assume that's what you mean. Okay, you need to start focusing on being original, and you need to focus on less posting. You need to focus on quality over quantity, and you need to learn to master a craft. Focus on your strengths, but you need to, in your downtime, you need to work on your weaknesses. That's my outlook on it. Some people can agree, some people would disagree. Whatever, it is what it is. I don't care. Everybody does things a little bit differently, but I will tell you, top income earners in companies are very, very well-rounded individuals. They provide value on every aspect, even if their value is not accepted by every single person that is listening to them. They're still providing value, and that's the key. You want to make sure that you're very, very well-rounded in exactly everything that's going on, and when you do that, you'll start providing value. Learn to master. You need to learn to be leaders. The best leaders in the world are learners, guys. And let me tell you guys, I want to tell you guys the secret for Natalie and I has really been to growing and getting retention and getting distributor and getting customer retention is growing our leadership skills. I don't need to listen. Great leaders don't need to be inspired. I don't need to listen to Tony Robbins. I don't need to have him screaming in my face, dropping F-bombs, telling me I need to get up and I need to write some goals. I don't need that. I'm motivated. I'm a motivated individual. What motivates me is motivating other people. That's what inspires me. Hence why I like to go live every day and try to add valuable content out there to the net. But what you're going to find is you'll find that as you develop yourself as a leader, that's whenever you really start to provide valuable content. And the best leaders are the best learners. Learn to listen. We have 2 ears. Learn to listen twice as much as you talk with your one mouth. That's whenever you'll start developing true value. All right? If you guys are enjoying this, drop me some likes, drop me some loves. I definitely appreciate it. How many friends should you add a day? Okay, now that's a tough one. I'm going to give you 2 different answers on that one. First off, you should never mass add people. Nothing good comes from that. When you add people, you need to get on their page, you need to like, you need to comment, you need to interact with them, you need to really get on their profile picture. Drop some genuine comments. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with going through your news feed and you've got 10, 12 people. You drop an emoji. The emoji shows what you mean. But, hey, you can't be dropping emojis in one sentence or one words on every single person. Put some feeling into people because people, they respect that. It's like, can you imagine this? So say that we're out at the bar, okay, and we always say a like is a high five, a love, because emojicons, is a hug, a love is a hug, and a comment is a relationship, or is building a relationship. That's a talk. That's us sitting there having a conversation. All right. Imagine if we're sitting there and I'm talking to you, hey, blah blah blah, this that, and I'm telling you a story, and you go, yeah. And then you're talking, I'm like going back and, oh yeah, so this happened, that happened, yeah, this, that, whatever, blah blah blah. And for 30 minutes, all you kept going was, okay, awesome, cool. How interested do you really think that I'm going to be in your conversation? How interested do you think I'm really going to be in you as a person? I'm not. You're boring. You bored me. I want to leave. It's different if I'm sitting there and I'm telling you an in-depth story and you're respecting me by not butting in and you're listening and you're going, yeah, I understand. You're giving, because, and again, this is emotions play a little bit different when you're face to face. But when somebody is if they're posting a nice status, don't just comment, oh man, that sucks. No, comment something genuine. Man, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope all is well. If somebody has a passing, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Don't just say praying for you. Everybody says praying for you. Write something genuine on there. If they just got a promotion, don't just write congratulations. They're going to get 100 congratulations. Right? Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. I can't wait to see where your business is going from here. Blah, blah, blah. Good luck in your future ventures. Be genuine. And that's the truth. And not even just that. People will remember that. They'll really, really remember that. So again, you want to make sure that when you're adding people, I add 5 to 10 people a day. But I add with a purpose. I don't want you on my friends list if you're dropping negative stuff. And first off, I don't have the time to go through and check 100 people before I add them. I don't have time to do that. Going through the suggested, and I don't add people from the suggested. I go to people that are on my timeline that post statuses that are similar to mine, and I look at who is commenting genuine comments on these people's statuses. Because if they're commenting, first off, I want them commenting. Commenting is going to boost your interaction on your page. You can go through and you can like, and guess what? That doesn't do much for you. You've got to like and you've got to comment. So you got to get in that habit. So what you're going to do is you're going to scroll through. All right, you're going to find somebody whose page is really, really popular. Someone but they're posting similar to you. So if you post positive, inspirational mindset, positive quotes, look at the people that are commenting on that, not just the people that are liking, and add 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Get on their page and interact with them. Post some general comments. I guarantee you they will comment back with good quality stuff, and and you guys will start adding value to one another. You'll build a relationship that way. And it's much easier too. The great thing about Facebook is in Messenger, when you add somebody, it pops up that you are now connected. Send that person a message. Hey, I really, really appreciate your content. You're absolutely killing it with your social media. I look forward to researching or seeing. I look forward to seeing your content in the future. Be nice, be genuine. You don't have to continue the relationship. A lot of times they'll just say, "Oh, I appreciate it. I hope you're having an awesome day," and they keep it short, sweet, and simple. But when that perfect, status comes along, then you can dive back into the relationship and continue on with the conversation. Guys, don't be in a hurry, because this is network marketing, and this is a big. This is a big fuck up for a lot of people, to be perfectly honest with you. A lot of people, they start adding without a purpose, and they start talking to these people, and it's one of those things where they're just like, man, I'm just going to go and I'm going to add, and I'm going to cold message all these people that I added. No, you don't do that. Network marketing is not overnight. It's not fast. It's not like a frenzy thing. It's something like how I'm going right now. I'm talking a million miles an hour. It's one of those things where it takes time to develop. So just because you talk to somebody today doesn't mean that you're not going to talk to them in 2 weeks. Doesn't mean you're going to talk to them in 3 months. Guys, remember, you need people today, just like if you're in your business for the long haul, you're going to need people in a year. You're going to need people in 2 years from now. It's not going to change. It's all the same. You're going to need people regardless, and it's going to be consistent. So you want to make sure that you're building a genuine relationship. I add 5 to 10 people a day. I interact, I comment, I message with those people. I get to know them people on a personal level and build a relationship with them. I don't build relationships with people trying to push products on them. I build relationships with people because I want to get to know them. I don't need you in my business. I want you to come to me. I want you to come to me and go, hey, bro, you know what? You look like you're killing it with your business, man. It looks awesome. What are you doing? I don't understand. What is it? What's going on with your business? How is it? What's going on with it? I don't want to reach out to you and go, hey, are you interested in my business? Because you're one of those spammers then. Build a relationship with people for a purpose. And guys, I tell everybody this. Just imagine this. If you added one person a day, all right, for a year, and you added one person a day, and you continue to build a relationship with that one person, in 1 year, that's 365 new people that you know that are genuine, authentic people. And I'm talking about people that you don't talk to them about business. Not at all. That's 365 genuine people. I guarantee you, you will start adding to your organization that way. Very, very crazy. So imagine if you're doing 3 or 4 or 5 a day. That's perfect. Now, there are people that do 25, 30, 40, 50, 60 people. Hey, that's fine. Do that. I cannot do that. It doesn't work for me. If that works for you, great. Do it. I don't knock anybody's style. It is what it is. Double diamond, simple and real. The secret conversation with God is a good one too. Yes, very, very much so. I don't plan on using OSP yet. Paul, OSP is very, very different. I'm not big on OSP. I don't do attraction marketing. You don't need to buy any of these marketing tools that are out there. I don't use funnels. I don't use Facebook ads. Facebook ads are great if you've got a business page for them. I don't do that. And I'll just be perfectly honest with you. That's not my thing. Lead generators, none of that stuff is like mine. It's breaking up. I'll watch it later. But my question is, what should I do if someone is interested in joining when they tell me that? My question is, what should I do if someone is interested in joining? I'm trying to hit the see more. There we go. What should I do if someone is interested in joining, but when they tell me to contact them back, they don't respond? Should I just give them a chance? I'm kind of worried that he will do the same in business. Yes, so when you have people that don't respond, you follow up with them once, give them a couple weeks, but I would get on their page, constantly interact a little bit, talk to them, and this is for Tanya. You want to get on their page, interact with them, continue interacting, especially if they're liking and they're doing what they got to do, and they're still building relationships, they're being authentic, they're liking, they're commenting on your stuff, you guys are going back and forth. Give them a couple weeks and shoot them a message. Guys, again, this is one thing where in business, it's not a rush, okay? We all hear those stories, okay? Because I know I got a whole bunch of different network marketers from different companies on here right now. We all hear those stories of people that went to the top of the company in 6 months, and then they went to the top of the company. This other guy he got to like this rank in 4 months, and then this other person got to the top of the company in a year. But everybody else, it takes them like 3 or 4 years. Guys, do you hear hundreds of these stories of these people that got to the top of the company in 2 weeks? Do you hear those stories all the time? Is that a regular? So don't compare yourself to them. Understand that network marketing and building a business is longevity. It's long term. You don't need to stop. Oh, this is huge. If you're a new distributor, especially in any company, do not compare your own journey to anybody else's out there. Just don't do it. Because when you start comparing, you start downing yourself. And when you down yourself, you put yourself in a negative atmosphere. Guys, law of attraction, if you're negative and you're doubting yourself and you're downing yourself because you didn't hit the top rank of your company in 2 weeks, like one person maybe in company history is done, which is not ever going to happen for you, by the way. I just hate to tell that. You can start 100 different companies. And this is the problem with these people that start 10 different companies at once. They wonder why they never get to the top of a company. Well, how do you expect to get to the top of a company when people that are doing one business at one time don't get to the top of a company? You're not going to start 10 different opportunities and then maybe get to the top of 10 different companies. That doesn't happen. Multiple people that do multiple incomes, multiple sources of income, I've never in my life have I ever heard of one top income earner for a company that does a multi-level marketing company ever be a top income earner in another company. I've never even heard of somebody that's a top rank in a company being a top rank in another company. I've never heard it. Never have I ever heard about it. And I connect with some very, very big, well-known names in network marketing. These guys that are doing speeches at GoPro, which is the network marketing event out in Vegas. People that are doing I've just never heard about it, guys. So hang that up. If you think that multiple sources of income means multiple network marketing companies, that is not smart. You are wasting your time. What you're actually wasting is, not only are you wasting your time, you're wasting your market. You're wasting your network. Build the one business and have it really, really succeed and take off. And then start investing in real estate. Invest in currency. Invest in a small business. Invest in whatever it is. Just don't invest into another network marketing company. You don't do that. Multiple network marketing companies never work out. So kind of touching back on this, you want to give them a chance. Yes, you do. You want to give them a chance. But this is my thought process. There are certain red flags that I personally use when it comes to the recruitment aspect. And if one of those red flags is triggered, I already know that you're going to be shady. I already know that you're going to be one of those people that are just going to be like, they're going to be kind of out there. You're not going to get a lot of communication from them. They're not going to be consistent with you. And people that don't have the decency to relationships in general, I mean, I will tell you, Natalie and I are huge. The biggest thing in a relationship that makes modern day relationships fail, and I'm not talking about business relationships because it's the same thing, but the biggest thing that causes relationships to fail is communication. If somebody is not willing to start a business and they're not ready to start a business, they should have the decency to say, hey, you know what, the time's not right. Why don't you get back with me in 2 weeks? I will respect that. If you blow me off a couple times, I'm just going to ignore you and I'm not ever going to talk to you again because, again, guys, you got to understand, there's 7 billion people on this planet. I don't need to be stuck on one person. And if you're stuck on that one person, you're waiting on you to respond. You should be talking to 10 other people while you're waiting on that person to respond. You should be developing a follow-up list every single day. You don't ever wait on one person. You constantly are growing your network, and I don't have time to wait on one person. Hey, you know what? If I set up a phone conversation or we set up a phone appointment to talk and you don't call me or you don't get a hold of me, guess what? All due respect, screw you, bro. You think I'm going to chase you? I don't chase anybody in this business. I don't need you. You need me. And that's the mentality you have to take when you're talking to people, and that's what in turn will make people come to you. Do you need funnels to create residual income? I don't use funnels at all. No. You do not. I've never used a funnel, and Natalie and I have a 5-figure income every month. You don't need funnels. No. You don't. I know a lot of people, I know a lot of personal friends of mine that make money that is in the 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 150, 200, $250,000 range per month, and they ain't using sales funnels. You like the click funnels and stuff like that. I know a lot of these companies out there, they preach funneling and this and that. You don't need that. You know what you need? You need to learn how to build relationships. When you build, like Lead generators, I'm going to tell you why I don't like lead generators. And again, you guys can hate me, you can love me, I could care less. Lead generators, in my opinion, don't work because they're not organic. If you're doing a company that is on an auto ship, you need to build a relationship because I need to be checking up on you, especially so for example, with my business. I sell health and wellness products. I want to build a relationship with you. I want to know why. I want to know why you're taking it, what you're taking it, what your goals are. I want to know where you plan on being in 2 months, 3 months. I don't look to sell a product one time. I look to sell a product for a lifetime. And if you're not building a genuine relationship with somebody, you got somebody who's over here clicking on a page and it's sending you a lead and you don't even know who this person is. Great, they may buy a product one time from you, but that's not how it works for me. That is not how you build true residual income. True residual income comes from being a lifetime supplier of results. That is how you develop true residual income. You want people using your products for years and years and years, unless God forbid something medically stops them from being able to do it. But that's how you do it. You build relationships with people, and then when you build a relationship, if they are in a company that requires an auto ship, I'll tell you this. Everybody in our company that we've ever signed, as far as loyal customers, people that just come to us that are just like, hey, I want to buy this, and they buy it. And we put them on an auto ship. Majority of the time, they run their auto ship for 1 or 2 months, and then they just cancel. And we message them, hey, this is a 3-month minimum, blah, blah, blah. They don't care. Hey, you know what? I don't know who you are. Screw you. I came to you. You build a relationship with somebody, you feel bad about screwing a friend over. You don't want to do that. You'll at least run the auto ship for the remainder of what it is. So look to build relationships and stop. And I don't mess with funnels. That's just not me. Funnels don't work with attraction marketing anyways. Attraction marketing, you need to be a product of the product. Very, very plain and simple. I made a sale today. Amen. Proof is in the pudding. And I used it for my clients. A car I sold him. Stock. Yeah, exactly, Paul. I mean, and that's what it is, bro. I mean, so you need to use that story. Take that story and post that story out there and get that story out there and get somebody talking. And when you do that, that's how in turn, especially with MCA, talk about how your friends, you sold the products to them, you sold them the service bailed them out of a situation. I see Adrian's over here dropping me likes and loves. What's up, brother? I hope you're doing good. Guy's an awesome social media dude for sure. Guru. And if you guys need, that guy right there, he'll take care of you. But talk about how the business is helping people that you know. Talk about how the service is there. Talk about how it bailed you out. Talk about how it helped out your mom or whatever it is. And that in turn is what people will relate to, because they'll go, oh man, you know what? I've been stranded on the side of the road before and I don't have AAA. Maybe I will look into this MCA thing. And that'll definitely help you out there, Paul, for sure. See, any other questions shared? How often do you give your team volume, as in LCs? All the time. So let's be real about business. Not everybody has the same mindset. Not everybody has the same goals. Not everybody signs people at the same rate. Not everybody signs. Some people sign distributors stronger than other people sign LCs stronger. I will tell you that in business, if you want to go to the top, you better be. That's why, especially in our business, our business is a team business. It's a family business. I'm going to pick up the slack for my team all the time. Of course I am. That's what a mentor does. I am going to grind. I am going to match your efforts. And I'm huge on that. We match efforts. If you ain't signing nobody, if you're in a key spot, we'd probably do what we have to do in order for us. Because I won't be real. At the end of the month, I ain't missing my promotion. Like I ain't gonna jeopardize my paycheck because somebody didn't want to do their work and they didn't want to fill the volume. But as a total, you should be working with these people. You should be mentoring them and you should be challenging them. So, hey, if you sign an LC and you're getting ready to slide it underneath them, shoot them a message and try to get them to sign an LC as well. And that's how it is. It's a team effort. You guys work as a team. It's give and take. And at the same time, maybe you slide 2 LCs underneath them or you help them out. And then the next month, those auto ships decline, but they fill them themselves. And then not even just that. So then maybe, again, if we're talking about charting-wise, they've got distributors underneath them, and they're underneath them and you as well. Maybe the next month, you guys collaborate, and you guys knocking out 400 volume boxes, or you knock out boxes on your way down. And that's what you got to do. It's all about communication, though. And at the end of the day, if you're the person that's at the top of the chart, it's your volume, so to speak. If there's somebody that's on your chart and you're going to be prideful and not give somebody volume and it's going to actually hurt your paycheck, you're actually not hurting your paycheck, you're hurting yourself. We're in a business where, especially if you're in a business that runs off charts and runs off of boxes, you know what? Everybody's replaceable. You can put 10 distributors in one box, and you can find one person that's working, and guess what? I mean, that's what it is. It is what it is. So what you got to do is you got to learn to take the ego kind of out of things, because at the end of the day, you're going to give, especially when you get to ambassador level, when you get to not even just ambassador, you get to diamond, you get to double diamond, you get to triple diamond. You are always in business going to give somebody a paycheck that doesn't deserve it. There's always going to be somebody in business that works harder than others, and then there's other people that don't work as hard as others. So what you got to learn is you got to learn to take it for what it is, and you got to learn to basically help the people out that need it. And that's kind of the best way I can describe that. Please mention the name of the leadership book. There's a bunch of leadership books. I think I mentioned my favorite leadership book. The two that I recommend are John Maxwell's 21 Laws of Leadership. Great book. Entre Leadership is a great book, which is by Dave Ramsey. I like Go for No. Go for No is great for upselling and teaching you the mindset of going for no, legitimate. Beach Money is another great book. I'm just trying to think of some books off the top of my head. Compound Effect is a great book. Tony Robbins has some really, really great books as far as for leadership. But I'm huge on John Maxwell, and trying to think. Les Brown has some really, really good audios. TD Jakes has some awesome audios on leadership. But my favorite is probably going to be John Maxwell, because if you can learn the 21 laws of leadership and you can learn the 5 levels of leadership, you're pretty good. And then what you can do is you can start tweaking as you're going. Let's see. Please mention Tony Robb, Truth Bomb. Yes, so true, be genuine. I don't know if I'm seeing any more. Some are happy making a couple hundred. That's fine. Exactly. And Ray just said it. I mean, some people, everyone's got different goals. Everyone's got different ambitions. Not everybody starts a business for the same reason. Everybody starts businesses for stuff different. It's a test. Keep preaching. Yes, sir. Team built business. We going whether you exactly. And that just kind of said it, guys. In a business that's kind of related with charting and whatnot. If you're on somebody's team and they're strong, they're going to go to the top regardless. Whether you're going to go with them or not, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we're giving paychecks out to people. That's just how it is. And you can either be on board and you can match our efforts and you can get a paycheck, or you can work the business and get a paycheck, or you can join and then you can go and get a job and you can get a paycheck. It's pretty much how it works. There is nothing in there. Just wanted to drop in and show some love before I head to the store. Thanks, Adrian. I appreciate it, bro. Extreme leadership. Boom. Well, I'm gonna finish up here, guys. If you guys have any other questions, drop them in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. Other than that, happy Fridays. Be safe. I think it's pretty much it's raining everywhere. Jeff Bloomer, you joined late. Jeff, you got a question? If you got a question, throw it out there real quick. I'm gonna give you 15 seconds. You got any questions, Jeff? Jeffrey. Hopefully this helped you guys out. Drop me some likes, drop me some loves if you guys appreciated this. I definitely appreciate it. Jeff, you have any questions? Any questions? No, maybe so, maybe not. No. All right. I'm going to go, guys. You guys have an awesome Friday, and I will see you guys soon.